What is going on, guys? Welcome to MP1 Sports. We're at Manchester City Stadium, as you can see, and we're filming our very first show for our new series called #YourView. This is a show by fans, for fans, to get your voice out there, and yeah, we're going to make a go of it. So in today's show, we're going to be talking about the two Manchester clubs, are they running away with the title, and we're going to be talking about various other things that you wanted us to talk about from the weekend's football in action. Let's get into it. Right, so on #YourView today, I'm joined by Nick, who is the co-founder of MP1 Sports. Nick, thank you very much for joining me today.
No worries, mate.
Couldn't get anyone else, so yeah, you have to do. How are you? You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Right, so we're going to be going through the weekend's action that you want to discussing and what everyone's talking about at the moment. But firstly, we're going to go straight into it. Could the Premier League title be between two clubs this season? Is it a two-horse race between the two Manchester clubs? Obviously, I'm a City fan, Nick's a United fan. We're both very happy at the moment. We're at Manchester City. I did a piece about it on our website if you want to go and check it out, mp1sports.com, and it was basically the same thing. Is it a two-horse race between the Manchester clubs, Nick?
I think it is, mate. I think they both started the season in really good form. I think obviously showing this weekend with City scoring 6 goals away at Watford, United scoring 4 at home to Everton, even though they didn't play well at all. I think that shows signs of a good team. Everyone else is dropping points left, right and centre. You know, you've had Spurs who are struggling at Wembley, you've had Chelsea, obviously drew with Arsenal at the weekend, so dropping more points. I can only see it at the moment. It's a two-horse race.
I've got such a good feeling about this season as a City fan. I hadn't had this feeling since Pellegrini took over in the first season, and we were thinking, yes, it's going to be a good season. Obviously, it didn't work out, but I'm just so happy that we've got Guardiola at the moment. And there's an interesting fact that 26% of the goals scored in every game in the Premier League this season, 26% of the goals have been scored by either City or United combined.
Class, it just shows that how powerful they really are. You know, both have recruited really well in the summer.
Yeah, absolute goal machines.
I think, as you say, they are going to be the only two going for the title. I really do. I think I can't put my hand on and say anyone else I can see is going to be there or thereabouts chasing us. I think it literally is going to be a two-horse race with everyone else picking up.
That's what I'm saying. Aguero and Jesus look on fire. De Bruyne looks like a world-class. Well, he is a world-class midfielder. For me, if he doesn't get into the FIFA Team of the Year, I'm going up there and having him out myself. But in all fairness, United have recruited really well. Matic, what a steal that was. I mean, from Chelsea, you've got Lukaku banging him in for fun. The one thing that I'm struggling with United is your squad depth for Champions League. Whether you can sustain it across every competition, whether Mourinho goes out with the Capital One Cup tomorrow, plays a weakened team. Obviously, you can't against Burton. You might do, but you probably won't.
I don't know. We said this the other year. I mean, I know it was LVG that was in charge, but we went to MK Dons, and even though we got battered by MK Dons, but I can't see us going out to Burton really. He's going to have to rotate the squad. He's going to have to bring probably some of the kids through and give them a chance, because we haven't got the biggest squad in terms of class. You know, we've probably got numbers, but is that going to be good enough?
Yeah.
You know, as you say, in the Champions League, I don't know. If we get to the knockout stages, I'd probably be happy with that this season, with it being our first season back in. And if we were to pick up the Premier League title and a domestic trophy, I would say that's been another good season.
You've got a great squad. We've both got good squads. We've both had great starts to the season. Obviously, City have scored 15 goals in the last 3 games, Champions League and domestic. I can't see us not winning the title this year. If I'm being deadly honest, I can't see City not winning the title.
I think it's going to come down to the derbies. I really do. I think the derbies are going to be massively important this year. Obviously everyone wants to win a derby, wherever you are in the league table, or if there's nothing to play for, you still want the bragging rights of your city. But at the same time, I think they're going to be massively important this year, them derbies. And
yes, it's going to be a good one.
The winner of those, definitely going to
winner gets bragging rights as well, so I'll be all over you if we win, which we will. Aguero will score a hat-trick at United. He loves it at Old Trafford. So that takes us on to our second point, so we'll move on. Can Liverpool get top 4 this season? They just drew 1-1 with Burnley at home. They drew against Sevilla. It's not looking great for the Anfield faithful at the moment, which is brilliant because we just ribbed Ross about it. But how do you feel it's going? Do you think they can get top 4?
It's a really tough one. I think they've had they brought in some good attacking players. You know, they brought in Mo Salah, who really had started to life well back in the Premiership. But they haven't sorted the defence out. You know,
it's like a Bugatti at front, Caravan from Anglesey at the back. It's just disgraceful.
It's unbelievable, and that's what could cost them the top 4. It really could. But on saying that, there's plenty of other teams around. You know, Spurs are dropping points, Chelsea are dropping points. I've already mentioned. So anything could happen if they can get a run together. Then yeah, why not? You know, they could still make it. But I think January is going to be so important for them, because I think he's going to have to go out and try and get Virgil van Dijk.
We were talking about it, weren't we? There's 3 defenders that we thought Liverpool could get. We've got Nicolas Otamendi, because he's not fitting into, well, he is now, but he wasn't fitting in at the time to Guardiola's 3 at the back. We had Van Dijk, or we had Toby Alderweireld. And if I was anyone, I'd want Toby Alderweireld. But it's going to be massive. And at the moment, the Klopp out brigade's coming out. Surely that's a joke.
It's ridiculous, you know, so early on in the season. I don't really know what Liverpool fans expected. I mean, you can all see it. I understand in terms of why can't Klopp see and sort the issue out with the defence, you know, bringing in a world-class centre-half to help them. But, you know, come on, who else are you going to go and get? Who are they going to get?
Roy Hodgson. It's just ridiculous. Like, how could you want Jurgen Klopp out of your club? Liverpool fans, if you want him out of your club, tell us why.
Yeah,
because I honestly don't agree with you. But that's just. So, do you think they can get top 4? Yes or no? Do you think they will?
No.
I don't think they will. I think it'll be City, United, Chelsea, Tottenham. If I'm being honest, I don't think Arsenal will get top 4.
No, I think Arsenal started off.
But that's
really
a different day. That.
Yeah, we'll talk about them.
We've done enough. We're not Arsenal fan TV. So. Next leads us on to obviously that 1-1 draw. Sean Dyche is doing amazing at Burnley.
Unreal start.
And no one has even picked up on it really.
No, I think the thing is that everybody goes on about all the top teams, United, City, Tottenham's, you know, in the league, Chelsea's, and clubs like Burnley, they go under the radar, they really do. But what a start from Dyche. I mean, I was a bit dubious in the summer when I looked at some of the transfers he brought in, John Walters, Phil Bardsley.
John Walters.
I mean, I'm like, oh, is it going to backfire on him?
But Chris Wood's on fire.
Chris Wood is on fire, and I mean, what a signing that's proving to be so far. And if he carries on scoring goals for fun this season, well, Burnley, who knows where they could end up.
I think Burnley could be on for a mid-table finish, and if that happens, surely Sean Dyche has got to the end of his Burnley career. He couldn't take him any further. He could be on for a nice job.
Well, you know, who knows? I mean, people spoke about him in the past when Hodgson left England. You know, has been the next England manager. You know, is that too soon in his managerial career, or is it the right time?
Brings me on to the next subject, actually, Nick. Hodgson to Crystal Palace. Was it a good choice? Was it a good decision? I already know the answer.
Well, if you saw my Twitter live, absolutely not.
Was that filmed on your bed?
It was filmed on my bed, and the guy actually who put that message out on Twitter to me, absolute legend. I'm still waiting for your CV. But no, it wasn't. It's not a great decision at all, Hodgson. How can you sack Frank de Boer after 4 games? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, it's laughable, isn't it? They're trying to get an Ajax style of play. He's trying to bring in his philosophy. And 4 games in, you don't win, you're out.
That's it. I mean, it's just a backwards appointment in Hodgson. You know, they had Sam Allardyce in there, and it was all at the end of the season when Allardyce left. Right, we're going to change the philosophy. We want a manager in there who's going to play football. We're not just going to be like a long ball team. So you give your manager a whole summer, you back him in the transfer market, give him 4 games, he goes, and then you turn to Roy Hodgson.
I mean,
deluded.
Sorry, Nick. A good point, obviously, but for me, they are becoming the Sunderland of the Premier League. Obviously, because Sunderland have gone down to the Championship, someone had to fill their boots by sacking managers and doing stupid things. Josh Bunting won't like that one. But they're becoming the Sunderland of the Premier League, right? Sack the manager after 4 games. In Frank de Boer, why would you do that? And then to replace him with Hodgson, that is a Sunderland decision. And they're going to go down, in my opinion, because he's not a great manager. He had his time at Fulham.
But that was it. You know, yes, he took Fulham in the Europa League. You know, he did okay with them, but years and years have gone by since that. You know, he's been at England. What did he do with England? We got knocked out of the World Cup, the Euros by Iceland, and you know that's the level of manager that they want. For me, you know, I know you say they could go down. Yes, they certainly could, but I think they'll stay up just on the performance at the weekend. The second half was decent. and I think they'll just scrape enough points together
No, I
to
can't see
stay
it.
up.
I can't see it. I think they'll be going down.
We'll see at the end of the season.
Well, yeah, we will, Nick, but I just don't think. I agree with it. It's just a backwards decision. If there's any Palace fans watching, tell us what you think, because it's just backwards.
Oh.
I feel like we're getting like Talk Sport. Ring in, tell us what you think. But no, it's a backwards decision for
It
me, and it's
really
just. But who did he think they are? They're not. Right, so we've had a bit of a mare. The camera died, but we're back. Nick, we're back. So we'll get on to our next point after the whole Hodgson situation, which is Nick, another Premier League manager that could be under pressure. Ronald Koeman at Everton. What is going on at Everton?
It's mad, mate. It really is mad at Everton. Spend all that money in the summer, and they're failing miserably, and they're conceding goals left, right, and centre. To me, they just remind me very much of Spurs when Spurs sold Gareth Bale. AVB bought in a load of new players, thinking it was going to work, and it takes too long for them to gel. He has brought in a lot of youth. Don't get me wrong. I think in a few years' time, the likes of Pickford, Keane, they will be great players. But right now, it's just not working at all. And I'm not sure whether it's going to get any better in the near future.
I could be wrong, but I think they've brought in some great players, as you said, like Pickford and everything. I think they've done well. I feel like they've had a shocking start to the season. They got battered in Europa League, a competition that they would have thought they would have been dominating in.
Absolutely.
And then they've got Rooney, he's just got a 2-year ban. He's drinking, he's cheating on his missus, which is nothing new, and and it's just not going well. But I think give them time, they'll gel together. They've got a few young players that they've brought in. I feel like they'll have a decent season this season. I don't think they'll do anything special. I think next year's Everton's year.
What is a decent season for Everton this year, though?
This year, top half.
Top half.
Maybe get to a final of the cup if they're lucky.
Fair enough.
But obviously, with Koeman, let us know your thoughts on whether you think Everton will have a good season this season. Obviously, they got battered against United, all that jazz.
Yeah, it's great that.
Shut up.
It's quality.
Everton fans are going to... Nick Pratt, if you want to come and get him. So, our last topic for this week's hashtag Your View is it time that Harry Redknapp just retired straight from football? Is he finished? He's just been sacked by Birmingham after a 3-1 defeat at home to Preston, who don't really have a lot of goals in them, to say the least. Anyway, they've lost their last 6 games. They've parted ways. Has he got another time in management?
No, he's finished now. He's done. He has to walk away. I'm surprised after last season, keeping them in the division.
Yeah.
It would have been a great way for him to go out. He's kept Birmingham up and walk away from management. He's come back this season. He's been given money to spend in the summer. He's not done anything with it. They are really struggling.
And he ruins clubs. He financially ruins clubs, in my opinion. Portsmouth ruined them.
Yeah, he has done that in the past with clubs. Everywhere he goes, he seems to get a load of money to spend. But he also has done some good things in football. At Spurs, he took Spurs to new heights, and I think that was kind of the start of the Spurs revolution. But yeah, I think he's done now. I can't see him going anywhere else. Who's going to take over at Birmingham is anybody's guess. I know Lee Carsley's in temporary charge at the moment.
Yeah.
But whether he gets the job full
They
time
need a manager for me who just knows how to get out of the Championship. Sort of like what Warnock does at Cardiff. They need someone like that. They don't need a Harry Redknapp. Harry Redknapp never cared about that club, in my opinion. He just went in and got a bucket load of money, which is exactly the same as what an Alan Pardew would do. I don't think Alan Pardew would be the right man to get him out. They sacked Gary Rowett when he was in the playoffs. It was a stupid decision, and that has ultimately led to Birmingham's demise, in my opinion. They should have kept Rowett on.
Well, I totally agree. I mean, bringing Zola in obviously backfired on them massively, and they had obviously a poor season last season. But yeah, I think in terms of your question about Redknapp, I think he's done now. I think he'll retire from football.
That's it. I can't really see anything else other than him retiring, and I don't think he deserves another shot at the game.
No, I think he is done now.
But that's all we've got time for this week. So thank you very much, Nick, for coming on to the show.
Worries,
and thank you everyone for getting their opinions across for this week's hashtag Your View. If you want to be a part of next week's show, just send us your views in on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram with the hashtag MP1YourView. If you want to get involved in writing for us on our website, mp1sports.com, just get in touch on our email, which will be in the link below, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed the show, and I think that's everything. So we'll see you next week.